A sunset, a quiet infinity pool by the ocean, and a silhouette that sent fandoms into emotional chaos. When whispers claimed that Zhao Lusi was floating peacefully in golden twilight, and that Liu Yuning was right there beside her, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. But what is real, and what is only a story we desperately want to believe? The image was simple. Soft sunset light spilling across the horizon, the ocean stretching endlessly beyond an infinity pool, and a woman floating quietly, her silhouette glowing in amber light. Within minutes, fans began to say it was Zhao Lusi. The atmosphere in the photo felt cinematic, almost like a final scene from a romance drama. The kind where emotions are unspoken but overwhelming. The kind that lingers in your heart long after the screen fades to black. But this wasn't a scripted drama. This was real life, or at least, that's what people assumed. Then came the second wave of whispers. There's someone else there. Look closely. Is that Liu Yuning? And just like that, a peaceful sunset turned into a global speculation storm. For years, Zhao Lusi has been known for her warmth, her natural charm, and that soft yet radiant screen presence that makes audiences fall for her again and again. She carries both strength and vulnerability in her performances, a combination that resonates deeply with women across Asia and beyond. Liu Yuning, on the other hand, holds a different aura. Calm, grounded, quietly intense. A voice that carries emotion like a confession in the dark. When two powerful energies like that exist in the same frame, even by coincidence, imagination runs wild. But here's the truth. At this moment, there is no official confirmation that they were together at that sunset. No statement, no verified footage, just a circulating image and the power of collective curiosity. And yet, the emotional reaction says something powerful about fandom culture itself. Because sometimes, it's not about what we see. It's about what we feel. And what fans felt that day was possibility. The reason this moment hit so deeply isn't random. Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning have crossed paths professionally before. They've stood on the same stages, attended the same industry events, shared the same air at award ceremonies and drama promotions. Every interaction, even the smallest glance, has been carefully analyzed by fans. Not because people want scandal, but because chemistry is magnetic. And chemistry doesn't always need confirmation to spark imagination. When the sunset image began trending, fan communities across multiple countries lit up overnight. International fan bases translated posts within minutes. Discussion threads multiplied. Video edits appeared almost instantly, pairing past public appearances with soft romantic music. It wasn't anger. It wasn't outrage. It was emotion. Some fans expressed support, saying that if two adults find comfort in each other's presence, they deserve happiness. Others urged caution, reminding everyone not to turn unverified content into narrative. And this is where we need to pause. In today's digital era, one image, especially one without context, can travel faster than truth. Lighting, angles, timing, everything can create illusions. A figure in the background does not automatically equal companionship. A shared location does not automatically equal romance. And a sunset does not automatically equal a love story. But emotionally, it felt like one. And that emotional pull is what kept the conversation alive. Let's talk about the symbolism. Water represents calm. Sunset represents transition. Silhouettes represent mystery. Whether intentional or not, the image carried the language of romance. For many women in the global K-drama fandom, moments like this tap into something deeper. It reminds them of scenes where heroines finally exhale after emotional battles. Where love doesn't need grand gestures, just quiet presence. Zhao Lusi, especially, has built a career portraying characters who search for sincerity in chaotic worlds. Viewers have cried with her, rooted for her, grown with her roles. So seeing her in a tranquil sunset scene felt intimate. It felt personal. And if Liu Yuning was indeed nearby, even as a friend, even as a colleague, fans projected narrative onto that stillness. But here is what remains crucial. There's been no official confirmation that they were spending private time together. No announcement, no joint appearance, no verified source validating romantic involvement. As storytellers and as fans, we must separate emotion from evidence. Speculation is not fact. Curiosity is not confirmation. And admiration should never become intrusion. The reaction also reveals something beautiful about fandom maturity. Unlike older eras of celebrity culture, where rumors quickly turned toxic, much of the discussion this time centered around respect. Fans asked for patience. They reminded each other that artists are human. They emphasized privacy, and perhaps that is the most powerful evolution of all. Because at the heart of this rumor is something universal, the desire to see people we admire find peace. Whether Zhao Lusi was alone, with friends, or surrounded by an entire production team, the image shows her in a moment of stillness. And Liu Yuning's name being linked to that stillness reflects how audiences perceive him, as someone calm, steady, emotionally grounded. Sometimes speculation doesn't begin with scandal. Sometimes it begins with aesthetic harmony. But harmony in a photograph does not equal a hidden chapter in real life. Until either of them chooses to speak, the responsible approach is simple. Appreciate the art, respect the boundaries, and allow real stories to unfold in their own time. So what remains after the storm? A sunset, a viral image, and millions of hearts momentarily synchronized in curiosity. Zhao Lusi continues shining in her projects. Liu Yuning continues building his path through music and acting. Their careers stand independently powerful. If one day they choose to share personal news, it will come from them, not from speculation, not from shadows and photographs. Until then, let's remember why we love them. Not because of rumors, not because of imagined romances, but because of the emotions they deliver on screen and stage. And maybe that's the real story here. Not whether they were together in that sunset, but how a single golden moment reminded us how deeply stories, real or imagined, can move us. If that sunset made your heart race, ask yourself why. Was it curiosity? Was it hope? Or was it simply the timeless beauty of possibility? Sometimes, the most powerful love stories are the ones we create in our own hearts, and the most respectful fans are the ones who know when to let the sun set quietly.